I, you know, it's in the bloodline. Blue blood, the true blue blood is in the bloodline, and it can't be eradicated, it can't be erased. uh, our great kings and emperors and queens were raped. Yeah, they were raped, and some of them did produce um, offspring of mixed heritage, but nonetheless, everyone persevered anyway. And when those before me, I mean my ancestors, when they were captured in slavery and they were forcibly shoved, put shoved in these pits, these holes, and everyone was sort of put together, and the thugs responsible for it, didn't really care to shoot two hoops, what rank they belonged or what status they held, you know. They didn't give two hoops about it. They just sort of mixed, shoved everyone together, you know. Servants were with their masters, masters were with servants, kings were with peasants, queens were with lowlifes and commoners. Yeah. And yeah, that's how it's been. I suppose now that's why you have so much confusion amongst the melanin colored race. Because so much of their history, our history, was lost in time. We really don't know what rank we now belong to or who we are. But somehow, it's like I said, it's in the bloodline. It cannot be erased. You know, some of us have the mentality, still have the mentality of that rich mentality. And some of us have inherited the mentality of our captives. Captors, what were they called? You know, and a lot of them have, before they mixed with us, with our blood, they have that sort of low life mentality. That mentality that, the low life, worms, maggots, reptiles, snakes, yeah, all low things, and so that's how it's been, really. You know, I mean, it all goes way back, way back. That's what really felt like it. Way back, since biblical times, where the angels started sleeping with demons. Well, that's our history. That's when they started raping us. Yeah, we have no choice but to mingle, mix our blood with them. Mix our raw blood with their blood. Simple as that. And to this day, there's this mix up about people's true identity. You know, because our true identity have been mixed up, have been messed around with, have been fiddled about with. Yeah, to the extent where we have been given false identity. Yeah, you don't give me that nonsense, that bullshit. Your physiology is meant to be the way it is because you belong. You're from a particular tribe, kind of thing. Don't give me that bullshit there. It's like that because of the diet you have chose to follow. That's been shoved onto you for centuries, and you have chose to follow it. You know, I will not hear you telling me the bullshit. I mean, even you get things like even the vegetables have been fiddled about with, have been messed about with, have been tampered with. Yam. I mean, yam no longer has that effect it was supposed to have. The same. The kind of it doesn't have that because it's been tampered with. It's the same as your food source. Your animal meat. I mean, some animal meat you say, oh, it's quite alright to eat that. I mean, it was how do you say? It's been blessed, yes. It's been blessed, so therefore it's okay. It's quite alright. My dear girl, I will not hear you saying it's been blessed because the animal still goes through this crippling fear, just before slaughter, before it's slaughtered. It still goes through this paralyzed state of mind where it becomes crippled full stuff, and it freezes. Okay, it freezes. Well, that is what's happened to you. You're surrounded by fear. Okay, you're surrounded by fear because of the diet you have chosen to follow. You know, and a lot of the trash you get via modern technology and all that, it's a lot of nonsense. It's all designed to reprogram your mind, to make you bloody foolish, basically, to make you into a clown. I mean, oh God. I mean, it seems as though the whole world is turning gay. I mean, and particularly in the black community. I mean, there is so much homosexuality in the black community now. You know, was that the last thing? Was that the last thing? First of all, once our music, have been tampered with, have been targeted, and we need the music. We need it to feed our soul. So our children are no longer getting that rich quality of sound, words. They're not no longer getting it. All they're getting it is, lie on your back, you slap your whore, you this, you that. I mean, it's just ridiculous what's going on. It really is. And the last thing now is to target one's sexuality, your sexuality. And once the same sex that have sleeping together, they cannot produce babies. They cannot have babies. So what will that mean? What will that mean? For the dark skin race. Those of us who refuse to blend in. Those of us who refuse to blend in. Those of us who want to remain darkest. Who are proud of our darkness. Yeah. What will that mean for the rest of us? Our children, our grandchildren, well, never mind about our children, our grandchildren, I mean, is this becoming the case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Because eventually what happened is he destroyed himself, didn't he? He totally destroyed himself. If that's what's going to happen. Which brings to mind. I mean, this situation, this scenario, um, it brings to mind my own family, as it were, um, because it's very much like the enemy, really. On one hand, they're capable of being very kind, very caring, very considerate. They're capable of putting out that they are compassionate souls and they understand, and they're very sensitive and everything. And on one, if you flip the other side of the coin, they're capable of carrying out grave evil. Grave demonic evil. You know, and well, it's very much, that's what my ex is like. You know, I mean, he holds a very responsible job, but yet he uses our daughters to harm me, to cause me harm. Yet he's capable of carrying out the most kindest act. You know, so much so he's known as Gentleman Jim. He's known as Gentleman Jim. Whereas he's trying to kill me. He's doing away with me. You know, it's the whole thing is really quite well. It's quite scary actually. The whole thing is quite scary because we're not dealing with sane people here. You know, we're not denying. The fail rates are not. You're not dealing with sane people. You're dealing with very disturbed folks. You're very disturbed folks. So disturbed to the extent where they won't cope why. They won't find out why they're that way inclined. Instead, they want the whole world to be like them. They want to make the whole world into into demons, into evil demonic monsters. And the whole thing is quite scary actually. It's quite scary. It's made me I'm kind of concerned. I'm really concerned. And a lot of you, I'm directing at the sisters here. You can, I think I've sussed the whole thing out. Why you all find it necessary to wear this hair extension, this weave? I mean, is it? I mean, I don't think it's just a case I mean, it's so much easier kind of thing. One you can just get up and go. You don't have to worry about all this um, hair products and whatnot in the morning, which will make you late for work kind of thing. I think it's a lot more than that. I think it's psychological. Um, yeah, because uh, it's advertised that someone who's feminine, someone who is meant to behave in a feminine manner, is meant to have long hair and is meant to be of pale complexion. And I honestly think that a lot of the females have internalized that belief. And they actually feel that unless they have weave on, hair extensions, then they don't come across as being feminine. They can't be feminine. They have to have this hair extension in order for them to be seen as being feminine, as being gentle creatures, you know, gentle, caring, compassionate creatures with a heart. You know, a person who's deserves, who's who's deserves, who is deserves being loved. You know, but at the end of the day, LOVE, what you can only give that to yourself. And what helps you to do that is by following this particular diet, a diet which was which was designed for you. Because you are unique. You are unique, so therefore you need to follow a special diet that will enable you to nurture yourself, nurture your hair, nurture your skin tone, nurture your physiology. Because that's what it's all about here. Because there is a saying, you are what you eat. If you go around putting trash, junk, rubbish in your temple, then you'll start behaving that way. You know, you will start behaving that way. You will internalize the whole thing that you're not worth nothing. You are nothing because that is the junk you're putting inside you, and that is what the junk, the rubbish, the trash. That's what it's doing to you. God, that is why um, a person's diet is so crucial. You know, and you know, a lot of you are just so ignorant. You really do need to be educated. You need to educate yourself. No one saying, "Oh, I'm a nurse, I'm a this, I'm a that," but yet you don't know your history. Because the thing is, a lot of these people, they will target the fact that a lot of you don't know your history. A lot of you don't know that you exist. You exist before slavery. A lot of you are not familiar with the work your ancestors did for the Europeans, for the Caucasians. A lot of you are not aware of that. And a lot of you allow these people to belittle you, to patronize you, to undermine you, because you don't know you exist before slavery. You don't know. You don't know about your true roots. You know? And it's a crying shame. It's a crying shame. That's why so many of you need to educate yourself and educate your children as well. To let them know and let yourself know that you exist before slavery. You know, before slavery began. You know, you exist. You know, your ancestors were great kings, great queens, great rulers, empress. Yeah. Oh God, what is it? Oh my God, what is it? Nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing absolutely makes sense anymore. Ah, so, like I said, you want to behave like a royal. You know, you want to have that royal mentality. Then watch what you eat, my dear. Watch what you put in your temple. And watch what you drink. Because, you know, take alcohol for instance. There is a reason why it's called spirit. It interferes with your spirit. That's why it's called spirit. Because it interferes with your spirit. God, honestly. Anyway, I think that's it. That is it. Maybe I haven't covered everything. Maybe there is still a lot of things that I haven't covered as yet. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when we were all shoved in these pits kind of thing, you know, a lot of these thugs, they only have one thing in their mind, and that's what that was to capture as many as possible and bring us all to Europe. They needed color in Europe, and without us being in Europe, Europe wouldn't have any color. The sun would keep away from Europe, and the sun was needed for crops to grow, their crops to grow. So the sun, they needed the sun, and the sun would only be where we are, because the sun is our friend. That huge star is a friend of ours, you know. You look after it, and it will look after you, you know. That's what it's all about. You look after it, and it will look after you, you know. And yeah, the main goal was to get as many melanin-colored folks as possible in Europe, because without melanin-colored folks in Europe, Europe would be in complete darkness. That's why now it's so important for melanin-colored folks to be in Europe. So, do not take in the fact that you're not important, you're not needed. The only things you're fit for is to be the people's servitor, or the people's buffoons, the people's clowns. No, you're worth more than that. You're worth so much more than that. You are life itself. You are the universe, and the universe is you. That's why I'm saying to you, turn away from the goddamn television. Because that's what it is. It's the great wizard. It's the great wizard. It's just there to mess about with your goddamn mind. To create confusion in your goddamn life. Yeah? The diet. Oh yes, I was talking to somebody today. I think she was a nurse. And I mentioned the word diet. And I said to her, oh, I follow this very strict diet, And somehow she sort of associated it with a mainstream diet kind of thing. I was still eating meat, I was still eating dairy products, I was still eating loads of junk, rubbish, trash, like her, but just small amount kind of thing, small amount. And I had to I had to emphasize to her, no dear, I'm a vegan, okay? I'm a vegan. It means that I don't take any dairy produce, and I certainly don't got any rubbish juice that's not fit for me, that's not going to work for me, okay? Nor am I going to eat anything that's not going to work for me, that's not going to allow me to have the energy that I need, okay? I'm certainly not going to put anything in my mouth that's going to affect my longevity, my ability to look at least 30 years younger. Because she said to me, all the things that's wrong with you, all the medical problems you have, you look so fine. You're in top 7. You're in top 7, she said to me. This is a nurse. This is a nurse. And I was like, oh my God, I give up. No point educating people like her. If she wants to be old before her time, then that's her bloody business, not mine. But she's not going to shove anything that I don't want down my goddamn throat. She's not going to make me shove anything that I know is wrong for me. I actually have to say to her, because she suggested that I go on these high dosage hot tablets, she said to me. I said to her, chemicals, yeah, I'm keeping away from chemicals. Okay? I know just the stuff that I need for my heart. Okay? And I certainly don't need any of your stuff. Okay? I don't need any of your stuff that's going to affect my physiology and affect my brain power. I said to her, you know, and then she still went on, I do think that you should try these tablets. You know. She pretended she didn't hear what I was saying to her. And then she said to me, oh, I still think you should go on this national health tablets. Yeah. Oh, God, honestly. Oh, some people are just, they're gone. They're gone. They are so brainwashed. They've been so brainwashed by the system that they're gone. They're gone. No point saying anything to them. They're just gone. Okay? They're just gone. And I think that's it. That's still a lot anyway. I'm not going to say anymore. I'm not going to. You know, it is so hot. It's hot, 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 hot. It is bloody hot. Oh, God, honestly, it is bloody hot. Anyway, that's still a lot. Um, Amen. Hallelujah. Oh, oh, my bloody heart. Yeah, that's why she should suggest that I go on these cold tablets because my heart's been racing a lot. But it's all down to the care, the care I'm getting, which is just mediocre. It's not because these carers are still playing me out. They're still playing me out. God, anyway, that's it. That's just a lot today. Oh God, no more for me. Okay.